my next video, I just finished making a blueberry muffins. So now I'm going to be making a pumpkin muffin mix. So I'm going to be on my table here, so hopefully you can see what I am doing. I am actually halving the recipe. So let's see if I can tilt it. Sorry guys. So I'm actually halving the recipe. So everything it calls for here, I'm just doing literally in half. So let me go ahead and do this. So my flour, I just made that, so I'm kind of like all over the place because I still kept most of my stuff here since I'm just going straight into my other video. So my flour, I need a cup of flour, not two. Salt, it is half a teaspoon, so I will use a fourth a teaspoon. Baking powder, again, a fourth a teaspoon. Baking soda, soda, I need half a teaspoon. Cloves, I need half a teaspoon. Cloves is pretty strong, so you don't want to really overpower that. I'm wondering if you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me zoom you in now, actually, on my putting in the bowl here, so y'all can see a little bit better. Alright. Cinnamon, half a teaspoon. I like cinnamon, so I'm going to do a little bit of a heaping teaspoon here. Nutmeg, half a teaspoon. That one is kind of strong, so level it out. And my secret thing, which I'm actually sharing with you guys, it does not call for, but allspice. I use allspice. So it doesn't call for it. I usually put in, where it is, a fourth a teaspoon of allspice. That is my key ingredient when I'm making pumpkin pies, anything related with pumpkin. And I use allspice. Sometimes I'll use ginger, but not today. So now that all this is done, I'm going to take my spatula, mix these together. There's my handle. Kind of just incorporate all of this, get it all together. That's my oven preheated. To 350. And these will cook actually, I believe, for about 20 to 25 minutes. So now that all of this is combined, I'm going to add trying to see where I am. The sugar and the butter. So I have half of my butter here. They call for 1.5 sticks, so I have, which is about 3/4 cup. So I have half a stick instead already here and melted. So I just need to add my sugar. So I'm using my organic coconut sugar that I just have in these containers. So I'm going to put that here so you guys can see that, what I'm doing here. How much sugar? 1.5 cups. 1.5 divided by half is, I I'm doing half a cup because actually I don't want to do more than that at the most, because at the very most, because this sugar is actually very, very strong. So let me grab, what did I do with my fourth a cup? Up here. Oh, back here. So I have a third a cup, but here's my table because it has some other stuff in my other one in there. So I'm just going to fill it up a third a cup because this sugar is very potent. Grab my whisk, mix these two together. I'm going to add my egg actually to help it incorporate. One egg. It said we needed 2 large eggs. I'm doing 1 medium to large egg. Just mixing all this in here. Get it all incorporated. As you can tell too, I'm not using any fancy bowls or anything. I'm using literally my plastic, my bowls I'll store my stuff in the fridge with or whatnot. So as you can see, it's all combined. So I think, let me see what it says now. Okay, add the eggs. Okay, make sure it's fluffy. Add your pumpkin. It says use 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin. So I believe this is half of my, so I'm just going to eyeball it honestly. So I'm not really measuring this part. 3, 4, 5 tablespoons or so. It needs more seasoning. What is it missing? I usually add vanilla, even though the recipe doesn't call for it. So let's do a teaspoon of vanilla. Wait, that's a tablespoon. Half a teaspoon. Okay, so I'll do 2 of these. And the coconut sugar, I mean, it tastes like pretty strong, but it's not like strong. So anyway, oh, let me mix this in. Alright, so add the pumpkin to my mix, to my flour mix. So let's go ahead and do that. And then if it needs the rest of this other pumpkin, that's really easy for me to just incorporate. So if it's like not right away. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing here. Alright, so I literally scraped, get out everything out of this bowl. It's clean now. So I'm gonna just hand mix everything in here so it gets all incorporated. My husband is a big fan of pumpkin bread, pumpkin pie, cookies, anything related with pumpkin. Casserole. So I told him that I was gonna make him some pumpkin muffins for breakfast. He was pretty happy. Oh, actually this is perfect. Haha! So you know how if you guys make like gingerbread, or things like that, it's the kind of the texture of a gingerbread. Cookies or the actual bread. So, see if I can bring this closer to you guys with the lighting here correctly. So that's kind of what it looks like. Here. Let me tilt the camera down so you guys can see with the light better. So this is what it looks like. There you go. So I know my lighting is horrible today. Alright, so I'm gonna bring you back up so y'all can see me also. So I'm going to now convert this into my pre-filled muffin pans. And I am going to use my 30 cup that I just had for my sugar and stuff earlier. Just kind of fill each one pretty full. Almost to the top. There we go. I'm just going to sit here and fill all these in. If y'all guys don't know, one of my favorite things more than like stovetop cooking or like cooking the main dinners and crock pots or whatnot, my favorite thing actually is baking. I love my sweets. Obviously it's not necessarily good for you. So I try, like today, to make it more natural, add better sugar content to it versus white sugar. I honestly never cook with white sugar anymore. I do not even own that in my house. So I just use these other natural sugars nowadays instead, and try to use organic ingredients. Not everything always is, but you know, you can always try your best to get the best ingredients you can. I think I have just enough to finish filling this one. Hopefully it's not underfilled. If so, I'll just take a little bit out of the other one. Let's see. It's a little underfilled. So on a couple of these bigger ones, I'm gonna make it even. So not, this one's not smaller than the rest. Alright. There we go. So it's kind of like pliable, like Play-Doh kind of texture, I guess, if you will. Just making them kind of even on top so when they bake they look all even. They say on this you can sprinkle with the sugar and all that stuff, but it's not as healthy just having piles and piles of sugar on top of your muffin. I know a lot of people do that. I've done it before, obviously, but I'm not going to. So here is the muffins. I am going to go put them in my gonna go put them in my oven at 350 or 370 actually, because I'm making, I already did a recipe of the other ones, but this calls for 370 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. So as soon as that comes out, I will put in a clip of the finished product of what it looks like, probably just a picture form. So and the way you'll know if they're done is if they're brown on top, and you can put a toothpick and insert it in there, and it comes out clean in the middle and no doughy stuff attached to your toothpick. So anyway, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Anyone who is new to this channel, welcome, and I appreciate you clicking on this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.